And then we can just come back in when we're through. We can beat this part of the game, or just show the tail end of this when we finally get through
I love that Josh's change to the bitrate didn't actually solve my latency problems. So I'm looking at these super artifacted JPEGs that update about once every 15 seconds.
I like how military guy. Oh, this
How military?
I just realized I should save it for the episode. I like how military ammo works in all weapons.
This isn't military ammo.
Oh, okay. I thought I couldn't see on the stream. I thought, wait, you've got military rounds in your shotgun? Okay, then.
I switched them to the.
Good thing that wasn't in the episode. Man, you really dodged a bullet there, Seamus.
I think we can just like we're doing well enough here that I don't think we're gonna have to restart at this point.
Oh, in that case,
You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth, Joshua. You were gonna jinx this whole thing. You know what you should be doing right now? You should be using the knife.
Okay. I killed everything, so sure.
So they're basically Metroids, right? I mean, they're Metroid.
Yeah.
Metroids?
Oh man, that needs to be in the episode!
It is in the episode.
We're episoding right now.
I'm gonna go through the rest of this episode pretending that this isn't the episode.
It's a wonderful day. Full of opportunity.
I liked that joke from Ullman when he got on the PA and started acting like a jackass. It actually got me to laugh. Should one of us be pushing?
No, you're not. You are by definition not with us because we're here and you're in the cushy command room way up there.
What man had the right to name himself the master of D6?
I'll bet you one of those terminals has Tetris on it.
So that's a lead up to last light right
So,
there.
we have not yet begun to shoot slimes, have we?
Our lift goes down to the ground floor, where you will have to take the stairs up.
That's a good question. I don't remember. This part of the game is a little foggy for me.
We've got to kill the mother brain.
Oh, the mother brain. This whole part of the game struck me as being so weird. It's like, wait, we're coming down here to... We're killing what? It's just a giant organic thing sitting on top of a reactor?
There's another segment of running through amoebas yet to go, I'm pretty sure.
Well, once you get the Varia suit, this is going to be pretty easy.
You mean once Commander Man allows you to use the Varla suit?
Is his name actually Commander Man?
No.
Why did I die?
The patriarchy, I guess.
Okay. Great, I wanted to see this cutscene again.
Oh, curse you, game.
Activate the switchboard by the means of the large lever. I will tell you what to do next.
And now
Let me check my instructions that I wrote down on this clipboard. Get to the thing. Yep, it's as true now as it was when I wrote it down.
Vladimir, if only you could see that.
I'd like if it just said, we're fucked.
It's going to be hard.
It's just a drawing of dick butt.
It really looks like you're trying to set your journal on fire when you do that, by the way.
Let's leave them here to be in the safe zone.
Did you
If we get captured, they can't know that our mission was to destroy the
incidentally,
generator
no
room.
grenades.
We won't last long here.
Great. I guess I just got like point blanked by one of those guys. Alright, let's grab as much of this shit as I can get before getting blown up.
I just love how pretty much everything in this room is going to kill you. Good luck!
Oh good, my gas mask is already cracked. So that's nice.
Alright, it's time
that
for
way
the
you
really
just download a
bullshit
new one
nitpicking. What do these things eat? Where do they come from? What do they do when adventures
They
are
eat
coming
nuclear
down?
radiation. Die, damn you!
That actually makes sense.
Oh, it makes sense in a bullshit video game kind of way.
There are actually fungi that feed off of radiation.
Wow. Truth is stranger than...
Yeah, in Chernobyl.
That is weird.
Yeah, no, it's fucking scary is what it is.
Unfortunately, they didn't give rise to Metroids, but there's always next time.
God damn it! Sorry, Chris, continue. Unabated by my death screams.
Say it, Chris, stop bringing up Metroids. What's your problem? It's getting Josh killed. Oh, hey, we had a checkpoint. Oh, that's cool.
It doesn't matter. None of
It's
this is
right
in the
where I
episode.
died the first time, but it didn't give me the checkpoint because Miller hadn't gotten here.
Wasn't getting another time.
I was gonna ask
So
how
like
you
how
do
these
that,
things
but I
seem
realized...
to be unshootable when they start to
You
explode.
realized?
The better question would be... why?
Looks like you and he are really going through a crucible, huh? Just gotta find that crossing. It's a bit of a grind, but you'll get through it.
I didn't think there was a way to make this segment worse, and then I invited Rutscott.
We've chosen our next game in spoiler warning. The next game we're going to be doing is Rutskarn Sucks Forever. That's the game.
Somebody codes that game, I will love them forever.
I'm gonna load up Unity right now.
Oh, that's not good. That's the size of a softball.
The best thing about making a game about Rutskarn is
Yes,
there's tons
that's it.
of audio reference
That's it, Josh.
to use.
Plug the hole in your gas mask right with his butt. Just plant your gas mask on his butt. That's what you do.
This is good. This is good now.
You
if
don't
get an
understand,
itch-
Miller. I can't take my head away from your butt. I'll suffocate.
But if your nose gets itchy, you can just reach right through that and scratch it. This is a bonus.
No, actually, it looks like you wouldn't quite be able to reach. Oh, come on!
Okay, so this giant creature needs to be killed with an incredibly obtuse and awkward crane section.
Yeah, we gotta climb down the ladder and turn on the turbines and climb back on the ladder so we can turn on the gas and then ignite the test rockets.
This is the weirdest part about this section. This is the great big boss fight of the game. It's not a turret section. It's not and it running around with your guns and shooting stuff on it. You get in a crane and you pick stuff up to win. And that is not a joke. Ow.
So, it's the exact same mechanics that you would employ if you wanted to get a stuffed Pooh Bear.
Yes.
Or an Angry Birds doll.
Oh, wow, I just discarded my gas mask. I don't even have a gas mask. This has never happened to me.
Dude, let me have your gas mask.
You won't believe what you have to do now.
Not to be
I'll
pedantic
give it back,
or
I
anything.
promise. Just as soon as we're done with this, I'll totally give it back to you.
I'm not entirely clear on how killing giant fungus monster will save the world.
Okay, let's move.
We need the nuclear reactor. Wow, did you really just yell that? It's feeding off the nuclear reactor, and we needed to.
Not. We need the
power of
nuclear
the
reactor.
nuclear
Yeah.
reactor to-
We need the power on to do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
It's now or never really implies that you've been trying to kill this thing for longer than the past 8 minutes of gameplay.
It is a pretty cool looking thing, though. Ah.
It's got kind of a Shub-Niggurath look to it.
Yes, I was just about to say it's got kind of last boss of Quake 1 about it, which is not good.
Aw, it's a Lovecraftian god. How can you hate that?
How can you hate a Lovecraftian god? Ask a Lovecraftian
I don't know.
protagonist.
This is a dumb puzzle because it even tells you. It even tells, like, this is literally, like, just get in the thing, push the obvious buttons, and it will tell you when to press the buttons. There's not much input here. It doesn't make a lot of sense, like...
Your mini-map. I like that it, like, does it, like, where you're standing in the crane in first person looking at a map. It's kind of cool, but, like, the actual thing itself is pretty dumb.
See, I would direct viewers to the time this happens in Half-Life 2, but you get then a bunch of enemies attack, and you get to use the crane as a weapon. And, like, grab metal boxes and swing them as wrecking balls, and it's the most fun part of that entire fun sequence.
And the crane doesn't talk to you and says, pick up your car, and then drop your car here.
You can just jump out, and you're not, like exited, because there's no... You're not actually lined up with any kind of railing.
Attention, collision danger. Movement blocked.
Can I get off here? Yes. Excellent.
So again, we've killed Mother Brain, and we have a nuclear reactor now. Does that mean we're going to give cheap free power to everybody?
Too bad we have lost the thank God that in the past
no.
everything was built in pairs. We should go this way.
So we haven't really improved the lives of anybody here. We've just
Okay,
killed
the goal here, the goal here is to get the power on, so that we can get the missile targeting systems working and launch the missiles at where the Dark Ones live, and destroy all the Dark Ones. That's the goal.
I thought
of
the Dark Ones were good guys.
Well, technically, nobody. Nobody knows that.
That yet.
I mean, this is kind of one of the weird parts of the game, is that really the game's given you enough hints to, like, suspect that, but you, even though you might suspect it, can't do anything about it.
And that's actually probably where the morality system fails. We'll get to that when we get towards the end of the game, but it's probably what makes people rage about it the most is that, like, we know the Dark Ones are good guys by this point. Why can't we do anything about it?
How much power is here?
Yeah, so Miller's kind of going full on power maniac now, so that's really comforting Miller.
We'll climb out of the dirt. Rebuild the cities. The metro tunnel
Is Miller really a Russian name?
with fast silver trains, everything will be.
I don't think it's Miller in Russian.
My Russian friend, Bob Johnson.
By fire and sword.
My
we'll take
Russian
back our
friend,
world.
roll Fizzlebeef.
Miller believed it
Yes.
and was ready to die for it. But I was filled with doubt. We had already scorched the earth once. Now the fire was in my hands, and I had to carry it through.
I hope I get a gas mask before the next segment, because that could be the end of the game.
There is only.
Have you noticed how much more fun it is, Miller, to just walk on the railing? Ah, you just walked through me. Thank you very much for respecting my personal space. Whoa.
I literally just spent...
Oh, God.
I didn't catch anything that was going on because I literally just spent the past 20 seconds thinking of other names for Dave Ryder.
Okay. Let's keep it together. Artyom and I will go.
You know, the sad thing is I couldn't actually tell you his character's name.
You know the character's name, I know the actor's name, and I know that he actually married the female lead of that movie.
Wait. Reb Brown married that lady?
Artyom, let's go.
Yeah.
Good luck, guys.
Wow. Are they still married?
Artyom, you take the
Uh,
guidance system.
I don't know how much they're still in the public eye, but I'll check.
Oh, that's right. I got
Gossip
really confused
warning.
here last time I played through it, because it was like, take the guidance system, and I figured it was like some map button in the train, and I was looking around for a button to point, and I was so confused, and it's like, no, you need to pick up the laser guidance system that's sitting outside and take it with you.
I had the same
Yes,
confusion.
he's still
I was
married.
like looking around.
Miller and I left the train, then climbed up the
And
tunnel
she's about 60?
to the Korolev performance hall.
Ah, my grandma daughter.
We were close to Ostankino Tower now. In the frozen streets,
He's actually
we joined the
65.
other
That's really
Rangers
depressing.
in the furious battle that
God, now I
began
feel
my
old.
story.
So now we're full circle here, right back where we were at the very beginning of the game, where Chris thought that I died, and I was like, no, it's scripted. Except now I can actually die in this segment, so that's nice.
It's a little weird.
Would that create a
Also, I
paradox?
started without a gas mask on, which in context makes it seem like I decided to reminisce about the last like week and a half, took off my gas mask, and then went, wait, and put it back on.
So this whole game is a flashback, basically.
Basically.
God damn it, really? So, there
Don't
you go,
forget
Chris,
to use
I
your
died.
knife if you're out of ammo, Josh.
What the hell? Why am I bothering to conserve ammunition? Wow, that was a lot of military ammunition. Let's just use that shit.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna hit another store, Josh. Man, poor Will.
I was just working on that.
Where did you come
I was gonna do something with Will Wheaton, but then you just
Yeah, I just had to get it out there. You know? Had to stake the claim.
Ah,
These guys,
jeez.
these NPC guys really suck at Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, they didn't even yell out Hunter when he got pounced. What the hell
Hunter,
was
I'm
that?
like, oh my god, where he's back? I believed in you, I always knew you'd be back.
Not that kind of Hunter.
Oh, so it knocks us down. That's kind of an anticlimax.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Last Light, those guys will pick you up and drop you somewhere really, really annoying. They piss me off so bad in Last Light.
Yeah, apparently they could do that originally in this game.
Please tell me that's
But-
not Khan.
No, that's Miller. Why don't I have a weapon? You guys! I can't bring out my guns. What the hell is this?
RTM just panicked and forgot how they work. He's like holding one upside down and trying to squeeze the
What the
magazine
hell is
release.
going on here? Like, I'm supposed to have my gun for this segment. I know I am.
Well, you couldn't really pick a more amusing time to just completely break down. You could have.
Can I do anything? I can't take off my gas mask. I can't turn off my flashlight.
So
I'm
basically, it's
straight
got
up,
you
like.
lo-
Oh wait, I can turn
cutscene
off my
mode.
flashlight now. Yeah.
It's like got you in cutscene mode where you're not allowed to interact.
Also, I'm dead apparently. That's nice.
Well, at least you'll be able to use guns again. Stop complaining.
Definitely not.
Try to avoid traps when fighting people. If you're not fighting anybody, then just, you know, go nuts.
Incredibly
Have fun
useful
with it.
advice. Have you noticed that there's like almost every time you die, the thing pops up with it looks like you died from an anomaly, even though you can only die from an anomaly in one portion of the game, which incidentally was ruined by con puns. And it just it plays that thing over and over and over again.
I'm sorry.
Fuck off.
I resign my post.
Post-apocalyptic post.
Like, I think what happened was I was trying to use a med pack right as I got knocked over. And you notice, as soon as the cutscene was over, I used a med pack, but I didn't get pulled out of cutscene mode.
I think what happened was that you opened up the med pack and then it knocked you over and you just fell forward, hands first under the syringes. And you're just like...
So you still can't use guns?
I still can't use guns.
I think this might... Can you use a med pack? Maybe if you completed the med pack action...
No.
It would... No. This might require a
God, I hope... Yeah, we might have to load the
new
previous
game.
segment.
Yeah, no, start a new game. Ranger Hardcore. Here we go.
At the moment, I'm just relying on
Maybe this time it'll be good enough that Hunter doesn't have to go off and die. Josh.
He's not dead, I say.
Hunter gets taken, and then Josh's character, Artyom, gets up and goes, "No, I'm Ranger Hardcore," and then shoots him.
I like the idea of him having like a 90s shooter protagonist named like Ranger Hardcore.
We already decided that was a gay porn star. So, I once had to name a combination Gigolo Assassin, and I picked the name Ares Bronco. But Ranger Hardcore would be a good name for his deputy.
So, considering where we are in the game, there's a very real possibility we might not need our guns from here on.
I think there might be one
I
segment
think
where you need them.
I think there's a couple Jack-in-the-Box no solids that you have to deal with.
Easier said than done.
Oh, if it looks at this gas mask, we can just continue Artyom's bold policy of headbutting those Saluses.
Also, we're in cutscene mode here again, so I'm hoping that after we get out of this, we'll be able to use our guns again.
Oh, your optimism sickens me, but we'll see.
We finished this game in pacifism mode.
Jay Sawyer would be proud.
I don't intend to help you there, Miller, so...
Boy, that looks really like a lot of exertion you're going through there, Miller. I'll bet you wish you had
good.
help.
We're going through a level, through a
The
loading
elevator
barrier, so
delivered
that'll
us to the top of the
probably
tower.
fix it, I hope.
I'm not
Because it would
convinced
really
that
suck.
Us from this place. But whether today's news
You
would
think
be
my
good or
bug
bad
power is simply
depended entirely on
too
us.
strong?
Once we install the guidance system,
I got a
mission
bad
would
feeling
be
about
over.
this.
But plans were made to go wrong.
And I'm too old for this shit.
Brace yourself.
And that was
Amber
too
Rose
easy.
can never say that. Aha! I have a gun!
Poor planning.
Oh!
It's poor planning. Planning for things to go wrong. It's a bad idea.
Okay. Maybe I should ask for wings next time.
Are you okay, Artyom?
Gosh, clumsy, Josh.
How did you-
What did you do?
We were in an elevator. How did you get there when I fell through the bottom of it? How did I fall through the bottom of it? What?
Don't worry. Go.
Confused by this game.
Alright, Artyom, now we need a way to get you out here.
I really enjoyed this section. Our nitpicking and complaining now that we have a gun again. I think I can begin commenting again. I liked the tower climb.
Ow. Why'd you fuck off?
Okay, no, Josh, I'm looking up the game's FAQ, and apparently you need the Vorp blade for that thing.
This is
This
really
is
good.
such a
We've been,
cool
yeah.
landscape.
Although once again, I can't help but note the Half-Life 2 influences.
What, is this really how
Sun-
this is going
hun-
here?
Sunset at the top of a tall tower that we've been able to see for, you know, that we saw at the very beginning of the game, and now we're climbing it at sunset. to our grand finale.
He's a patient son of a bitch, that one. Yeah, sooner or later he'll get tired of shooting me in the face and he'll come out here. And then we'll see who'll be laughing.
And military rounds gone.
I wouldn't call the finale of Half-Life 2 grand.
Guys!
Oh.
I don't...
Nice.
Why is this all happening now? This is supposed to be a cool segment.
I take everything back. This game sucks forever.
The Metro
Yes,
devs are like,
dynamite
so
in elevator. Dynamite in an elevator. I like the way you think, Josh.
Again, it feels like this last half of the game was not bug tested as thoroughly as the first half of the game.
Clearly not.
To get you out here. Demons!
Ah.
Die, you piece of shit!
Why are all the gas masks broken?
Let's go! Back off, you fucker! Let me shoot out to them!
Interesting. Often it translates. Often it just transcribes the swear words and Cyrillic characters with the subtitles. But that time he said I think the Russian word for bitch, but it actually just it just says bitch in the subtitles.
Hey, the suka is one of the Russian profanities that they kept a lot in this game because you hear characters saying it quite often.
Is that what Bourbon actually calls those flyers when he says I call them beaches? He calls them.
Don't know why they translated it there.
Yeah, it would have been great if he just said I call them suka, and we'd be like, oh, whatever, you're Russian. That's cool.
You're like sukas. It's an interesting name for them.
I shot. How you doing? Well, Miller, all I can say is, at least you
had
still
this
have
coming.
your legs. I was kind of hoping Seamus would react to that. I mean,
Having no legs myself, I can really.
having played Last Light. Oh, you know what? That's right, because you got the other ending where that didn't happen. Okay.
Spoilers for Last Light?
Spoilers for something I didn't even know existed for Last Light?
I keep telling you, you need to play the other ending, and you were like...
Okay, so
nah.
spoilers for Last Light. At some point in the game, someone, at some point, somehow loses their legs, or they don't. So
Someone
spoilers, I
will have
guess.
heard me say that and thought it was a sick burn. Wants to see clearly for this segment. Which, am I... No, this isn't it. That's right, I go up.
Up is the way of the going right now. Oh my goodness. You know, I don't remember this being nearly so nauseating when I did it. You're looking for the ladder.
Is it? Oh. Yes, okay. I do kind of wonder how this thing stays up. This...
Doubt will make it see, Josh? See?
I could do without the quickly tap E repeatedly. It's not a terribly interesting gameplay mechanic, and it doesn't feel like I'm actually doing anything. So if you guys, devs, could get on that and never do that shit again, that'd be swell.
You know, I am not a huge fan of high heights, so this is pretty freaky for me. Even watching you play through it is a little freaky.
Well, we're also tripping now, so that's cool.
Like, falling or drugs?
Like, psychic
If Josh is
drugs.
playing a video game, it's fair to assume it's the latter. Josh does not have a positive record with post-apocalyptic video games and substance use.
Sobriety and Josh are estranged. So the plot being that we're climbing all the way up here so that we can laze the target and have the missiles hit. I actually don't know if we're using a laser, but we take the Amy thing up here to launch the stuff at the Dark Ones.
The Amy
And-
thing.
Yeah, that's the. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to use military jargon. I mean the computer aim button panel. Tripod.
So we're just gonna mash E here until this cutscene is over.
Yeah, can you just like have E always being mashed? Can you just have an auto repeat on E for all time?
I should get a macro thing that just does that.
Maybe yeah, be like the old Doom games. You know, you just if you need a door open, you just approach the door. You need to pick something up, you just walk towards it.
Well, let's hope we don't ever have to come down from this tower.
Yeah, there's probably a lifetime supply of food and water up here. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, you can tell that this is not happening in America because this tower does not meet with OSHA safety standards.
Well, I mean, you have to give them some credit. It was nuked and it didn't fall over, so...
Alright, credit where it's due. Why does this have to go all the way out here? That was a question I had when the game was like, hey, by the way, get out.
You had to get to a high enough vantage point in order to get, like, the right triangulation.
He's coming to destroy us.
So this is the part where it gets annoying for people who did not get the high morality stuff, which is like, the game makes it pretty goddamn clear that they're not evil.
And welcome to Zen, the Zen section of this game. Going back to our Half-Life references, we have a very annoying sort of distraction between us and the end of the game that includes even a little bit of
Yeah,
platforming.
this is a bit janky.
Unwelcome.
Got, like, weird, super trippy, super high field of view, even by my standards.
You know, I remember when that whole, like, you walk and the tiles appear under you thing first started happening. Like, the first game I remember that did that was Alice.
No. Okay, bye. That's cool. Probably should have gotten a parachute.
That's a really inefficient method of killing.
And that is the end of Metro 2033.
I could see why you guys would elect to use missiles instead of trapping each enemy individually in a weird platforming sequence that is unintuitive enough that there might be a gotcha death.
So it's a hunt for which door that you're supposed to be going to, and that's not very interesting gameplay mechanic. I suppose it's better than bouncing around in Zen, but it's still this unwelcome distraction.
Okay. We are teetering on the brink here. What?
And so the Dark Ones are basically messing with you, trying to confuse you into walking out into the abyss, I guess.
Yeah.
Seems like the ideal response, the winning response to this then would be to hold still.
Yeah, really. I mean, the missiles are lined up, so literally there's nothing left that you need to do. So really,
There's actually
the solution.
a dark one nearby, like physically. He's the one who's projecting this stuff.
But still, if you just held still, the missiles would. Oh, I
God,
see.
this
He
is
would
even
still
more like
be
the
there.
Stanley Parable.
Yeah, Stanley. That's what they need. A Marvel Comics version of it. It would be the Stan Lee Parable. Greetings, true believers.
God,
And it would-
don't even joke.
He's coming to destroy us.
Excelsior.
Destroy him. He cannot be.
You worry about the evil demons, I'll worry about the towers.
He's coming to destroy us.
It would be way better
Oh,
if
crap. No. God damn it.
from the
Artyom's
people
last
This
volley
isn't
there is
the
actually
memorable
weirdly
part
annoyed.
of this segment.
Hup. It's like he sympathizes with you rather than like feeling
Yes.
terrified because he's falling to his death.
I guess we have to do like a full revolution around there.
I'm really not sure what you're doing here.
Getting set to throw up.
Destroy him.
I've got a massive headache.
He cannot be allowed. Stop him.
You know, between the 1 frame a second I'm getting and the insane compression, this is like the most badass screensaver I've ever had.
Okay, that was clearly not the right choice either. Going to the dark ones is no
Well, at
longer
least it's
correct
It's really
choice.
clear. At least it's really clear what
Yeah.
we're supposed to be doing.
At least it's clear what's going on and what our goals are and why we're doing this.
So, if the point is, well, of course it's supposed to be unintuitive, they're trying to kill him, then shouldn't that be the canonical response? Like, the canonical way to progress through is Artyom chooses wrong and dies, rather than, yes, and then they provided him with a set of options where the only intuitive options got him killed. But Artyom chose the most unintuitive option for no reason, and thus survived it.
He cannot be allowed. Surrender.
What? Okay, now this is the part where I know.
So, getting a lot of mileage out of those crazy shaders.
Yeah, what the hell?
Although, again, a lot of this is just a problem of adapting a game that was very cerebral. It was very... I mean, I'm going up based on what people have said, but it was a game about or a book, I'm sorry, a book about ideas. And mysteries. And it's like, well, we need ideas and mysteries. Well, how do we put that in a game? Well, we'll put some weird bullshit in that you don't know what to think of it. And that's just something the inner monologues or the things hinted at by a narrator don't
By
always
the way,
translate well
it's
to
Hunter
a game.
Rutskarn.
Destroy him.
So this was the segment where I thought you would make the choice of whether to destroy this guy or not, but this is not the case, and if you let him get to you, he will kill you.
That's... And it keeps saying, why? That's not a good design.
You don't understand yet, Mr. Dark One.
Why? Why are you shooting me just for trying to murder you? I don't. Your human ways are so foreign to me.
Force answers force.
War breeds war, and death only brings death.
If it had been here
this
where you
vicious
suddenly
circle, one
realize
must
they're
do
good
more than
guys,
just
that would have
act
been much
without
better.
any
And
thought
also
about.
in keeping with the book.
20 seconds to homing procedure completion.
So we see that we have the
10 seconds to homing procedure completion.
guy, and we can actually make the choice here whether or not to shoot this. Which, of course,
5.
we will. Because I didn't waste all that time
There's
getting
no
all the morality
reason.
points not to get the good ending.
There's no reason
But,
to be making this
in
choice
the-
now
in the-
and not
in the
5
normal
minutes ago
ending-
when you set this thing up.
In the normal ending, you wake up like with 3 seconds to go, and even if you make the realization, you can't stop it. You blow up the Dark Ones, and everyone dies. Well, not everyone, but all the Dark Ones anyway.
And the Dark One, I mean, how... Well, I mean, this is the non-canonical ending we're looking at now.
Yeah, this is not what happened in the book.
H.G. Wells
This is,
once wrote, if we don't end war,
This is probably
wars
they
will
were
end
afraid of
us.
having a game with a nihilistic
somehow,
ending, so
I
they
stopped my
wanted
war.
to cover themselves by giving a good ending,
At the
or a
time, I
win
couldn't say
state
what
for the
had made
player.
me spare
A
the Dark
state that the
Ones,
player would
but
interpret
I
as
came to
win.
realize that
So
the strange
in the
visions
book,
that
the
haunted my
Dark Ones have
journey
all been eradicated,
were
or at
their
least their
attempts to
main
reach
home
out
has
to
been
us.
destroyed by nuclear bombs.
Yes, and
Because
this is
of
also
I don't
what
know if
leads
I was
into
the first
Last
to
Light.
communicate with
where-
them, but I will
Like,
not be the last.
I got really annoyed at first with Last Light because it doesn't even
the
acknowledge this
future.
ending at all.
Our future
But then
stretches before
this
us
ending kind of
like
ends on the
an
note where
endless
Last Light
metro tunnel.
wouldn't ever have happened. So, having played Last Light after that, I kind of respect it in that way that they couldn't possibly accommodate this ending and actually tell the story of Last Light, because Last Light is all
Right.
about the redemption of Artyom for the mass genocide that he basically committed here.
Well, this is a very pretty scene of destruction. Once again, I really dig it. So yeah,
We just-
I think this game is stronger once you do play it Last Light. Just playing
Yeah.
this game standalone, you get the normal ending, and it feels a little nihilistic, and a little like the game designers tricked you in the Peter Molyneux way, which is they set up something obviously stupid for you to do, then made you do it, then after you did it, haha, you screwed up by doing what the game told you to do.
Yeah, it doesn't really drive home the how much Artyom should want to stop the Dark Ones, because you don't really see the threat that much, and the Dark Ones are also nice, and they keep saving you and saying, yeah, we want peace and to coexist, and it's made very much too obvious that the Dark Ones are basically morally good in any possible interpretation, and the only reason that they're killing people is because most people can't understand the way that they communicate, and Artyom happens to be able to.
So, the thing is, there's really nothing that happened between us setting up the missile. The only thing that happened between us and the Dark Ones, between us setting up the missile and us deciding to destroy the missile, was that the Dark Ones tried to kill us. We didn't learn
Yes.
anything in that period.
Nope.
Well, I think that's kind of the point of the morality system, where you're not actually learning stuff in that sequence, because if you do it the other way, the exact same sequence happens, but you don't have the opportunity to change it. The morality system is more of a how much is Artyom paying attention to the world and trying to think about the things that he's doing. Of course, that's not consistent with the book, because the book ends with that realization that, oh, Artyom is the chosen one to bring peace between the Dark Ones and the humans, and the missiles are flying at the thing and he can't stop them. So...
Right. My problem is that if that's true, it should have allowed us to not set up the missiles. Like, it's kind
Right.
of weird that we just set up the missiles like, oh yeah, let's kill them all, I guess. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is a bad idea.
Yeah.
Feels odd. But I respect that there's the option anyway.
Yeah, it does feel like they... But, getting back to the point I was making earlier, is this game seems much stronger once you have Last Light. And Last Light actually delivers kind of a payoff for some of the stuff that you've got in this game. And I think the two are stronger together than either one of them is alone.
Yeah. Last Light does the morality system as well, but I think it pulls it off better. And the ending sequence isn't even actually a choice that you make, because it relies on someone else and how you've interacted with them, and how moral or enlightened or whatever you've shown that you are while interacting with them. So yeah, I think Metro 2033 is a pretty good game. I think it, like it's better that it tried and failed in some ways than all the other shooters that don't try at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. It threw a lot of the stuff at the wall, and some of it stuck.
Yeah, and it's definitely a very technically good shooter. Like, the shooting is pretty solid, the exploration mechanics are pretty good, the gas masks are an interesting mechanic as long as you don't run out of filters and end up in situations where you literally can't continue. And of course the game looks really nice. Like, it's still used in benchmark tests by a lot of people doing tests of new graphics cards.
So, pretty good game. Good,
Yep.
good palette cleanser. Good for its art design, good for how well it accomplishes its tone, a little bit janky in the gameplay department, and a little bit janky in the story department. But other than that, yeah, I'd say it's definitely worth playing. Now, I guess that's it for this season.
Yeah.
Alright,
No,
tune
we're
in
going
next
to play
time when
through
we'll
the
be
whole
playing...
game again on Ranger Hardcore.
Tune in next time when we'll be playing the long-anticipated title, Dead Island Riptide. See you later.
Yeah. That would be the worst idea we have ever had.
Let's do it full 4-player.
No.
Yes. That really would have required somebody at some point who never played Dead Island Riptide.
I know. I don't even think the developers themselves played it.
I don't think there's anything in the box.
No, there's
I think
a
The bloody torso.
bust of a dismembered torso in the box, and that's it.
Oh man, you know how bad it was? IGN gave it a 7.2 out of 10.
Ooh.